Hello, people of the internet. Welcome back to another, I don't even know what to call it. It's no longer a 2002 Suburban in here. What's left is right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I'm going to be getting the engine on a stand. A couple things I want to do to it before test fitting it in the car. So I've got to go get my engine stand out of the shed. Feels like it's 70 degrees out today, which is pretty wild. So we're out here doing stuff. First, I don't think anybody really needs a how-to onto putting engine on a stand. So most of this is probably just going to be Bologna, maybe time-lapsed or clipped. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There she is. We fully in frame. Heck yeah. So, I'm not going to bore anybody anymore with taking apart a LS. They're pretty simple. So we're going to go over how much I've made or lost on the Suburban. I've been keeping track of it. So, bought a 2000 and see if I can skip over. So, bought a 2002 Suburban 5.3 4-wheel drive, $900. I don't know if I had said that at all during this process or not. First thing I sold was the ECU for $50. And the guy basically just wanted the connectors and the OBD port, which is fine with me because I was able to get $50 back quick. Then I sold the intake, injectors, rail, throttle body for $60. Sold the transfer case, torque converter for $200. And then it's a buddy, so I threw in AC compressor. He took the manifolds, a bunch of hardware bolts, stuff like that. I made one little scrap run. I had 5 extra wheels. I scrapped the battery. What else was in that lot? The cats, they were aftermarket, so they were like $4. But I got 85 total there. The wheels were the most profitable. They were like $75 for all 5. And they were just generic aluminum 16-inch wheels, no tires. I wouldn't have got any more than that trying to sell them. Trying to sell the wheels that came off the Suburban now still. 160 for the driver door panel, speaker, all that stuff, and tube and the driver mirror, and then the passenger mirror for 160. So this is all in about a week. I think those were the first couple things I did. A week's worth of work. So we're at 310, 410, 470, 555. So $555 made back in a week off of a running, not driving 2002 rusty Suburban. So then another week goes on, and these were sold, but I didn't drop them off and get paid for them until like Christmas Eve. But I sold the fender flares, coolant tank. The flares were in good shape. They just used little plastic pop rivets. And somebody needed the coolant tank. Sold a door handle for $15 off of the passenger front door. Guy drove like an hour and a half to come get that. $50 core. What did I sell for $50? Oh, core support. So the radiator, AC condenser, power steering cooler, and trans cooler all mounted on the radiator core. So $50 there. I had somebody hit me up about the headlights and then it never came through. I'm selling a power steering pump to a buddy for $10. I haven't done that yet. And then this morning, someone came and got the rear end for $100. He might come back for the wheels. So now we're up to 605, 705, 770, 785. So this is 785. I've not done a ton of work. Pulled a few things. I shotgunned the rear out, just basically undid the bolts that I could, cut everything else, the brake lines, the e-brake cables. I pulled control arms, pulled the shocks. Shocks went in the truck for scrap. So then I've still got Someone might be buying the passenger rear door. I'd pulled a door for a guy the morning I scrapped it, and then he bailed. So I've still got a few parts. I could probably still make another $250 on top of this. So we're at $70.85. I haven't even scrapped the truck yet. Truck came with a title. So get it loaded onto the trailer, and we went across the scale weighing 13,000 pounds total. So my square body Suburban did a pretty good job towing. I mean, that's not a lot of weight, but it's a decent amount of weight. The Suburban still weighed 4,375 pounds after pulling the engine, trans, core support, 2 doors, the rear end, and then I threw a bunch of junk in it that I had here. And I got a total of 273 for scrap. So I gotta pull out the calculator for that one. That's a total $1,058 with the potential to make a couple more hundred. So in total, I have $158 profit while keeping a 5.3, the starter, the alternator, flex plate. What else did I keep? I think that's it. So here's the list. And then to be made, I think I told Brandon 75 for the door because it's a rear door. They don't go for as much. And then if I sell the wheels, another 150, power steering pump, and then if I can sell the headlights, so another $300 maybe, give or take. So in the end, I bought the truck December 13th. Today is December 30th. So it's just over 2 weeks, 17 days. And I've made almost $1,100. Made my money back. I have a 5.3 that runs. I verified that it ran. I have good oil pressure. I can drain the oil. A lot of times junkyard engines don't always have the oil. It's as it should be. I mean, I did break the oil pressure sensor, but that's my own fault. Your typical 5.3, 4.8, 6-liter problems. You got broken exhaust studs. Spark plug wires are going to need replaced. All that good stuff. So this is 100% the way to go. If you have the means to pick up a truck, whether it runs or drives or doesn't, and then able to remove it on your own as well. So luckily I've got truck, trailer, all that stuff, and I can make it happen. I had a buddy come over, George, and help me with a good bit of it, help me get it on the trailer. There's a video up of that. So this video is already at 42 minutes. I'm going to cut it down a lot. Most of the piddly stuff getting this on the stand is going to be cut down. But I'm trying really hard to make more videos, more content. I feel like I do cool stuff. I have a ton of people tell me I do cool stuff. I don't take the time to record a lot of it and then kind of kick myself for it later. Most of you know me from the Chevelle, which I recorded some things, but it kind of blew up once it was done. And it's like, oh, people like this thing. I should probably record more of it. And I never did. And then I sold it. So hoping to turn the BMW into very reliable, basically just street machine. Do weekend autocross, weekend drift events, stuff like that. Still got a lot of things to figure out, a lot of things to buy, a couple big ticket items still to go. So the next video I'll be posting, hopefully I've got this all cleaned up. I might try and do a time lapse of me cleaning it. I want to get the valve covers cleaned, just everything cleaned, and then get it back off of the stand and get an oil pan on it. I really need to get the swap oil pan, get that on it, and then get it off the stand, get the adapters on it, get the trans up. I want to clean the trans up too. It's pretty gunky. And just start test fitting everything. I know there's a little bit that needs to go on with the engine bay, just a little bit with the headers. So I want to get that sorted. Kind of see where the headers land, what I'm working with, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of content on LS BMWs, but I don't think there's so many options. I mean, you can do 10 different transmissions, 5 different sets of mounts. I've got pencil tucky mounts. I'm using PMC adapter to ZF5, so my transmission mount, drive shaft, all that stay in BMW. So yeah, there's a million different ways you can do this, and I don't think there's enough video on specific ones. So I'd like to go a little bit more in depth on a build, and hopefully I can continue to do this. So hopefully this video is worthy and I end up posting it. I did a video the other day of picking up the air ram on the hoist, and I used my Insta360 to try and vlog with it. And this does connect to the 360 the camera, but the quality was terrible. I don't know if it was because I was in the Jeep or what, but I did order another mic and the receiver so that I can expand my mic abilities a little bit more. And I'm also going to try and start a podcast first of the year, so stay tuned for that. But thanks for stopping by and checking out this video of me making a fool of myself. Peace.